Alright, so this is a review on Cuppy, aka DJ Cuppy, album, a debut album. It's called Original Copy. The artwork is very interesting. It's colourful, the background's pink, of course. Um, if you know about Cuppy or DJ Cuppy, you wouldn't. It's just inevitable that she's going to use pink somehow in her artwork. It's just inevitable. That's that's good branding, by the way, because I associate pink with. Whenever I see Cuppy, I associate pink for some reason because of her. You see what I'm saying? Like her hair. You know what I mean? She's doing her thing, innit? What else? So the artwork is how can I explain it? It's very interesting. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's very interesting. Yeah. So yeah, there's basically 12 tracks in there. There is I featuring Ifeya. I may be mispronouncing some of these names. What can I say? Growing up in Britain, and yeah, there's no excuse. No excuse. No excuse. No excuse. Alright, so Jollof on the Jet featuring Remo and Raveni. Then Wale featuring Wyclef Jean. Then Feel Good featuring Fireboy DML. And then there's Cold Heart Killer featuring Darko. Then there's the Original Copy Interlude. Then there's Karma featuring Stoneboy. Then there's Litty Lit featuring Tenny. Then there is 54 featuring Julian Marley, Sir Sheena Peters. Yeah, so yeah, 54 featuring Julian Marley, Sir Sheena or Sheena Peters. Then there's Guilty Pleasure featuring Nonso Amadi. And then there's POY featuring YC and Miss Banks. Then there's wait, I don't want to mispronounce this. Laba featuring Say. No, Say. See, now I'm mispronouncing names, but Say. Wow, this is terrible. I should know how to pronounce these names. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do more reviews on these type of artists, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Anyway, like me mispronouncing these words, it shouldn't be happening. Alright, so yeah, one thing I will say is I didn't expect, well, kind of did, but I didn't really expect Cuppy to actually have an album. I did in a sense, but not like this. I thought she was gonna have like a compilation album of African artists from all over Africa and that, and also in the Caribbean. I thought she was gonna do that. But this is just her thing, and I respect that. And what's interesting about this art, art. That's what I can call it. It's art. Yeah, like I'm disappointed because she never put Gelato on there. Like she just should have put Gelato in there. She just should have. Maybe in the deluxe version she could put it on there. Hopefully, because that is a vibe. But other than that, there's other vibes on this album anyway. I mean, she's got the right mix. She's, you know what I mean? Like it's not every day that a DJ can actually make an album like that. Do you see what I mean? And I feel like at the same time, with this album, what it signifies is that you have to be an original copy. And what I mean by that, just so I elaborate on that, because what I normally do, as usual, if you've been watching before, I normally take one song. If it's in context or out of context, it is what it is. Alright, so basically, most people would know, her background, right? And some of you may not know. But even if you do know her background, it's like some people would assume someone that come from her background, they don't work hard, they don't do this, they don't do that, blah blah blah. They're just sponges of their family or whatever. But that's not the case. You see what I mean? Like some like Cuppy and even Davido, like they are able to be an original copy of themselves, but also maintaining the legacy of their own family. That created a legacy and all that stuff there. So, and legacy as well, that's a massive thing in Nigeria as well. Like the name, you can't bring shame on the name. Like you just can't do it. So anyway, to cut a long story short, in life, you have to know what your true purpose is. You have to know what your true personal mission on earth is. And then you're able to remain having original copy of yourself, but also naturally maintaining the legacy of your father or your family or whatever the case may be. So if you click the link in the description box below, in fact, saying that as well, because Julian Marley, right? Let me see if I can get this right. I want to make sure I got this right. Julian Marley is on the feature, which is interesting, right? And if you know who this thing's not working now. The moment I try to search the name, it don't work. Let me try this way. My thing has a for some reason, when I use my tablet, for some reason the keyboard, it don't work. Like when I'm typing, why? Like, make it make sense. Like, I don't know. That's technology for you. Like, Julian Marley is... Alright, yeah, here we go. Yeah, the son of Bob Marley. One of the sons. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I'm glad that this is my title. So, basically, what I'm trying to let you know is, like, he had to create his own copy of himself, but also maintain the legacy of his father, which is a big ask. Do you see what I mean? That's a big shoes to fill. But you have to remain yourself. And it just happens that he's able to do music like his dad, but something similar. Even his siblings, like some of the tracks I've heard, even Skip Marley, the grandson, like one of Bob Marley's grandsons. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you can understand that it's not by force that they do music, yeah? But it's a thing where at the end of the day, if it is their passion, is their purpose, their personal mission on earth, then they're going to do it, and they're going to do it well, which is what they're doing. So back to Cuppy, it's the same thing. Like, although yeah, I'm not particularly sure if she has a musical family like that, but she does have a father that is a businessman, yeah? So, to be a anyway, he's about his business, in it. So, get me? I'll just leave it at that. And him being about his business, you know, I can respect that. And even in fact, that's it. Because even in one song, what song was it? I can't remember the name of the song, but she's like, she doesn't need a dad anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, because she's getting her own money, she's getting her own. You know what I mean? But Cuppy, if you're watching, you're always gonna need your dad. You're always gonna need your dad. Quit playing. But anyway, listen. And that's what anyone still needs their dad, regardless of what age you are, what gender you are. You're always gonna need your father or your mother. You're always gonna need them at some point in your life. You're always going to need them. Yeah. But yeah. So basically, define what your true personal mission on earth is, aka your purpose or your passions. Click the link in the description box below. It says become a member of the Thealkebulantrust. You get access to online courses such as career and business, and that's where you're going to learn what your true personal mission on earth is, aka your purpose, your, you know, like I said, all that stuff right there. And yeah, you learn how to really truly be an original copy of yourself while also maintaining your actual legacy of your family and all that stuff there. Or you're creating legacy for your family. Like, there's different dynamics of it. But other than that, album I'm going to give a 10 out of 10. Definitely surprised me. I did want Gelato on there, so if she's going to do a deluxe version, she better get that on there. She better get that song on that album. I'm telling you this from now. Yeah, because I want to hit. Like, doesn't matter, I can play it anyhow, because it's a single, like the single joint, but it would be nice to be part of a body of work. Do you see what I mean? But yeah, she's done her thing, so I can respect that. And I look forward to hearing more from her if she's gonna make more music like that. And yeah, I was pretty. another reason why I give it 10 out of 10 as well is because the feature with Darko, top notch. Miss Banks always goes in. It's Miss Banks. She's found her spot, if that makes sense. She knows how to diddy and daddy in like rap. Then she knows how to diddy and daddy in Afro wave or Afro pop or Afro beats. She knows what she's doing. Like she knows how to set herself, and I can respect that. And the reason why I like that is because she's taken on the fact of, you know, her roots. Do you see what I mean? Like, she's partly Nigerian, but she's also partly Ugandan. Let's also respect that. So at the end of the day, to go back to, not just go back to truly acknowledge that side of yourself, it brings a side of an artist that you're like, I can support that, because they're being themselves. And that's how I feel like artists in general, you know, will do well when they continue to just embody who they really are, like embrace their roots, embrace their true authentic self. And even having Tenny on the album, come on, she's something different. That woman is something different. The features, man, the features. But other than that, overall, like I said, 10 out of 10. Link to the albums in the description box below. Make sure you go stream that. And if you've got any questions, any topics you'd like for us to discuss on the videos, leave that in the comment section below. And remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know the video you suggest might just be next. Also, before I even get out of here, the link in the description box where it says make a donation. Go ahead, make a donation of any amount. Yeah, especially want us to continue going and growing. So, like I said, any questions, any topics you'd like for us to discuss, leave that in the comment section below. And hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.